Good morning, students. Welcome back to English class. How are you all? I hope you all are safe at home. In our last class, we completed grammar lesson 3, noun, numbers and gender. And today we'll do lesson number 5. We are leaving lesson number 4, pronoun now. We will do it later. Today we'll start our lesson number 5, adjectives. So what are adjectives? Adjectives are called describing words. It describes a noun. When we want some information about some person, place, we need some describing words which describe that particular thing or person. So the describing words which describes a noun are called adjectives. So now let us see what are adjectives. Lesson 5, adjectives. Adjectives are called describing words because it describes about noun. For example, Sheena is a beautiful girl. Here Sheena is a noun and girl is also a noun. So it is describing Sheena, that how she is. She is a beautiful girl. So here beautiful is an adjective which is used to describe the quality of Sheena, that she is a beautiful girl. In other words, we can say that adjective shows the quality of a noun. So what is the quality of Sheena? That she is a beautiful girl. So I hope you understood what are adjectives, the words that describes a noun. Now let us come to the types of adjectives. There are 6 kinds of adjectives and all the adjectives we'll study one by one. So first of all, we'll start adjectives of quality. Adjective of quality will describe what kind of a person or thing it is. It will tell us the quality of that person or thing. For example, Suresh is a smart boy. Here Suresh is a person, it is a noun, and it is telling the quality, that what quality he is having, that he is a smart boy. So smart is adjective of quality, showing the quality of Suresh, that what kind of boy he is. He is a smart boy. Now the next type of adjective is adjective of quantity. It will tell the quantity of noun, that how much is something. For example, there is enough milk in the fridge. So here the word enough is showing the quantity of the noun, that how much milk is there? Enough. So to identify the adjective quality, we can ask the question how much. For example, I will ask, how much milk in the fridge? So enough is the answer. So enough is the adjective of quantity. This adjective will show the quantity of noun. Next, the adjective is demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective points out to the people or things. It will point out either to a thing, either to a person. And here we will be using the adjectives this, that, these and those. This will be used when the thing is nearby and singular, that when the thing is far but singular, these for plural when it is plural and nearby things, and those for plural far things. For example, this cup is rather expensive. Here we are pointing out towards one cup, showing that it is the near. This cup is rather expensive. Here this is the demonstrative adjective. Now come to the next type of adjective, adjectives of number. Here it will show that how many number of noun is there. Always adjectives will talk about nouns. So here it will tell the number of nouns, and here you can ask the question how many. For example, the troupe has 14 dancers. If we ask the question how many dancers were there, so 14. So 14 is the answer. 14 is the adjective of number. Here we will have some adjectives like many, some, all and few. And in adjective of quantity, we can have some other adjectives like little, much, some, all, any and none. Now the 5th type of adjective is possessive adjective. Possessive adjective show the ownership of noun, that that thing is of whose, that the owner is who. For example, this is my watch. So here the word my is showing the ownership, that who is the owner of the watch? Me or myself. So this will be showing the possession. Some other possessive adjectives are its, my, his, her, your and their. These all are the possessive adjectives. The last one adjective is interrogative adjective. Interrogative adjective is used to ask information. When we want some information related to noun, we use interrogative adjectives. For example, whose bag is this? Here we want to know the information about the bag, that it is whose. So we are asking the interrogative adjective whose. And always in interrogative adjective we use WH question words to ask the question. Some other interrogative adjectives are which, what and whose. This we can use to ask the information about some noun. Remember, adjectives are always followed by a noun. See here, adjective my is followed by watch. Here, whose adjective is followed by bag, which is a noun. So you have to remember, always adjectives will be followed by noun. This is one thing which you can use to identify the adjective, because in adjective after that noun should be there. So now I am showing you some adjectives of quantity and number which are always confusing. We are confused to use them. For example, many. Many is always used with countable nouns. Much is used with uncountable nouns. Enough we can use with both countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Little we have to use with uncountable nouns, and few we have to use with countable nouns. So you have to remember that which adjective we have to use with countable and which adjective we have to use with uncountable nouns. Now our next topic is degree of comparison. When we compare one quality with another person or thing, then we use the degree of comparison to compare the things. So there are 3 degrees of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. In positive degree we describe the quality of only one thing or one person. Means here we are finding the good thing in one person or one thing. For example, this basket is heavy. Here we are talking about only one thing, one basket, and what is the quality of this basket? That it is heavy. So heavy is a positive degree. Now let us come to the second type of degree of comparison, which is comparative degree. In this we compare 2 things. We will compare some same quality with 2 things and we will be comparing that. For example, in this we are comparing the heaviness of a bag and a basket. So we are comparing 2 things, bag and basket, and how we are using it. The bag is heavier than the basket. So which is heavier? The bag. Here we compare 2 things. Then third is superlative degree. When we describe some quality in one thing, something more of a quality than anything else of its kind. Suppose we are comparing the heaviness, the quality heaviness in 3-4 things, then the thing which is the heaviest, which is having that quality at the highest level, will be in the superlative degree. For example, the suitcase is the heaviest of all the items of luggage. For example, we compared basket, bag and suitcase. So which will be the heaviest thing? The suitcase. So the quality of heaviness is the highest in suitcase. So it is used here in the superlative degree. We compare here 2 things or more than 2 things. In positive we compare tell the quality of one thing. In comparative we compare 2 things. And in superlative the things could be more than 2, 3, 4 and less. Now we will learn the formation of comparison of degrees. We will be given the positive degree and how we can change the positive degree into comparative and superlative. So the first rule is, when we want to make the comparative or superlative of a long word. Long word means which is having 2 syllables. When we pronounce the word, we have to break it into 2 or 3, more than 2. Then we will use the word more for making the comparative degree and most for making the superlative degree. For example, here we are talking about Priya. Priya is a hardworking girl. or we can say hard working only. So Priya is a hard working girl. So here we are talking about the positive degree. Now if you want to make from the same word comparative and superlative, how we will make? Now Rahul is more hard working than Priya. Here only we were telling the quality of Priya. Now we will compare Rahul and Priya, and out of these two, the Rahul is more hard working. So we added word more to make it comparative, comparison between two people. Then when we want to make the superlative form, we have to add most. For example, Himanshu is the most hardworking of all. So when we compare Priya, Rahul and Himanshu, so Himanshu is having the more quality of hardworking than both these things. So we'll be using most. So most hardworking. So to make the comparative and superlative of a big word, we need to add more for making comparative and most for making superlative degree. Next rule is to make the comparative of the adjectives which end in Y. Some adjectives are there whose last word is Y. So in that case we have to delete or remove that Y, and instead of that we have to add word IER for making comparative form, and we have to remove Y and add IEST to make the superlative form. For example, funny is a adjective, it is the positive degree. If I want to make comparative of this, I will remove this Y and I added IER, funnier, it is the comparative adjective. Then to make the superlative adjective of word funny, I removed the Y and I added IEST, funniest. So funny, funnier and funniest. Now the next rule is for adjectives of 2 syllables or less. When the adjective is of 2 syllable or it can be of 1 syllable, then we have to add ER to make comparative and we have to add EST to make superlative. For example, Arvind is a tall boy. When we pronounce it, we are pronouncing it 1. So it is tall. How many syllables are there? Tall and la, 2 syllables. So here we had to make the comparative by adding ER and superlative by making EST. So when 2 syllable words are there, small words are there, we will be using ER and EST to make comparative and superlative degree. Now the next rule is for 1 syllable which can be pronounced 1 time without breaking the word. In that, if the before that the vowel is there and the last word is consonant sound, then we have to repeat the last word before adding ER and EST. I will explain you from the example. Like here, before that last word there is one vowel I, and here this is the last word which is having consonant sound. This is vowel and this is consonant sound. So the words which have the last second word as a vowel and the last word will be consonant, we have to repeat this last word once more. Like we again added G here and then we'll add ER and EST. Some more example can be fat. If I write fat, again here this word is vowel and this is consonant, so I will use fatter and fattest. So when you feel that the last word is consonant and before that one vowel is there we need to repeat the last word once more time and then add ER and EST. Now the last rule is some adjectives are there whose positive and comparative and superlative we cannot make by adding ER, EST, more or most. So they are called irregular adjectives, and there we need to write the different word for comparative and superlative. For example, good is the positive adjective, its comparative will be better and superlative will be best. Here we cannot make ER, EST, or we can use more or most. Another adjective which is having different comparative superlative is bad. Bad comparative will be worse and superlative will be worst. Next one is little. Its comparative form will be less and superlative will be least. So these are the irregular adjectives which cannot be found by the other rules which we studied. So students, Today we studied what are adjectives. Adjectives are the describing words. Then we studied types of adjectives. There are 6 types of adjectives. Adjective of quantity, adjective of quality, adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, possessive adjective and interrogative adjective. Then we studied the degree of comparison, that there are 3 degrees of comparison: positive, comparative and superlative. Then we studied the rules, how we can change a positive degree to comparative and superlative degree. Thank you.